Hello everybody and welcome to PkmDraftLabs. In PkmDraftLabs, I'm going to go over the different cool interactions in Pokemon Draft Leagues. First, this episode is about Moldbreaker and other neutralizing abilities. So, first of all, Mycelium Might. This is the worst one, obviously. It has a lot of counterpoints because it has less priority. It just sucks. It sucks a bit, but it's a bit useful. So Game Freak was too afraid to give Toadsquirrel fast spores, so it gave its ability negative priority. But it can go through magic bounce, like you will not be magic bounced spores or any spikes, so that's amazing. So if you ever up against a Mega Diancie or a Hatcherene or something like that, you can just stack up spikes, you don't have to think about it, but just know you have negative priority for that. In draft it has value because you know hazards and spores wouldn't be bounced back or absorbed by Sapsipper, like Sapsipper Kudrahisui. It's also a very good mon. But the problem with Mycelimite is that it only works for status moves. So it doesn't help with if you want to earth power a levitate Rotom or something like that. That will not happen. It's only for the status moves. That's why it is very difficult to, not really difficult to use, but very circumstantial to use. The next ability, Moldbreaker, is way more versatile. The thing about Moldbreaker is just like my Mycelium Might, but it doesn't have negative priority and it can also be used for offensive moves. So you can Ivy Cudgel, a Flash Fire Heatran, or you can also use a ground move against a Levitate Mon. Example is like a Excadrill. It's very good Mon with Moldbreaker. But also Stopping Tantrum, so you would think that Rotom Heat would defeat a Ogerpon, but no, Ogerpon just as a ground move can hit it through the Levitate, and yeah, it can also hit through a with Moldbreaker. You can also hit through Terminal Exchange of Excalibur and Will-O-Wisp it. That's a very good counter. You can also defog against a Golden Go or status a Organical, like mons that really like not being status, being walled, stopping your defogs and all that stuff. Moldbreaker helps that. It's very good in draft specifically for those reasons. And then we go to the best ability, probably my favorite ability, even from this kind of abilities, and it's neutralizing gas because it's Moldbreaker but even better. It ignores the ability of the opponent, but the opponent doesn't also get benefits from that ability. So you would think, oh, Gliscor as Poison Heal, and Toxic Orb. You flip it on their head, and now they get hurt by the poison instead of healing from it with neutralizing gas. And yeah, it stops defensive and offensive abilities. For example, the offensive ones, it can stop Technician. So, if you ever go against like a Scissor, you will definitely notice that you are more defensive and that the Bullet Punch doesn't do as much damage. It even stops Desolate Lands and other legendary abilities like Intrepid Sword if it hasn't been procced yet. So, neutralizing gas, my favorite ability of all time. It can just be very useful. You can toxic the monster that cannot be toxic due to their abilities. You ignore magic bounce, you ignore almost every ability except one exception, uh, stance change from Aegislash and other abilities like that. Unlike Moldbreaker, neutralizing gas cannot break the disguise of a Mimikyu. I thank you for watching, I hope you have enjoyed this informative video and hope you like this kind of video format. Thank you and goodbye.